spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the North Texas Mean Green taking on the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. That's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The run from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. It's a draw, and he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Right back to him on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab outside. It's Williams. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. North Texas really has it going on offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. And they can't make the play on third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
North Texas will try to pick up the fourth down here. They'll try to sneak it. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Great job by the defense there on fourth down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. And there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run it out of the shotgun. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfect. Yeah, I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sands. Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws for the tight end. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on first and goal. Looking to the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Hits him with a stiff arm. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. He might not be the fastest runner. That doesn't mean he is a reluctant runner. It worked out well there.
And I like that because I need a running threat from whoever's back there. You got to be willing to tuck the football, take off, and go shoot.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
That's reeled in. It's Sands. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. First and goal from the 4 as they try to break the seal on the scoring. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter.
North Texas, 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw again. They're setting up the screen.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D lineman have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gain.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They'll try to take it back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Holds and fires complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it on the outside. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on second down.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And here's the third interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Sands.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Quickly to the tight end. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, North Texas. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
But we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. He'll pull it down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. The Owls come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third down. grab near the marker. It's Smith. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move, it's Sands. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Sam Houston is currently up big right now. I got to think Huntsville, Texas is ready to party long into the night. They're up by 21 over New Mexico State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle.
Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return. The extra point is blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Sands. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. The play action fake. Looking to buy time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Finds his tight end. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense. We've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Now he's looking into the middle. He's got it along the sideline. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. It's complete. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
13.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature him, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just
there he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. He's got his man, makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Touchdown, Mean Green. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. First drive drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got his man quickly. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, North Texas. They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. When that receiver got free, it's a fake. Holder looking to throw. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick.
21.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. And it's his fourth interception of the game. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Mean Green. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Number 1.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Sam Houston is currently up big right now. I got to think Huntsville, Texas is ready to party long into the night. They're up by 24 over New Mexico State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Fires to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick completion on the out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They just keep firing. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, North Texas. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Smith. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. They'll decline the penalty here. The result of the play stands. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On target to the left. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Mean Green. And the punishment has been extended.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
Makes a grab on the shot. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that...
Turning it on! He's at the 40. Still on his feet. Touchdown, North Texas! And the beatdown has ensued.
Yeah, and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Going to swing it on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buying some time. Fires to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Throws to the tight end. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking for room. It's Sands. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Turns it on down the left side. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Mean Green. How about this defense taking one back to the house? It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And that's not the worst place in the world to miss. Coaches will tell you, man, when you're going to take those deep shots and those fly routes down the field, if you're going to miss as a quarterback, you don't miss inside, and he misses outside a little bit. Like to give your receiver a better chance, but it's a good job missing outside.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
He wants to go deep. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. North Texas lining up, facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Another incompletion on third down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Wide open downfield. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sands. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Fires on the move. Got his man to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Owls trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Florida Atlantic, 42.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here.
There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They came out hot on this drive. 1 play and already near midfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back to back.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. Here's a heat. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Now this offense will try to take advantage 1st and goal after that penalty on the D. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lets it fly. Touchdown, North Texas. And the route is on. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He'll run into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the trickery pays off. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there. Dragged down at the 34. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work.
42, Spider.
Going right to work up top. He lobs one high down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the...
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And they'll take over.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man on the outside. Oh, he's got some space.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He's got the tight end. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation?
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick.
75. Florida Atlantic, 42.
It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Okay, ready? Easy.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Mean Green. The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.